Okay, good day to everyone. Thank you for coming into this channel, Precise Trader Weekly Market Outlook. In fact, this is supposed to be at 1500 hours, but today I think it's a bit delayed because we have something urgent. Anyway, my apologies for that. Okay, for those of you who are following us and who want to follow us regularly, okay, there's a lot of services which we are planning to improve, for you to make you as a better trader. So if you can follow us, if you can follow us, that will be great, and then definitely also it will be a great help if you can subscribe and like us. So, and also what I also wish to say is, if you have any of your friends who is in the similar industry, also bring them over, because the reason being is because the more we learn, the more we discuss as with a bigger group, I think the better we learn and we progress. Okay. Okay, let's start. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose and use the information entirely at your own risk. And you must assess the risk of any trade with your broker before you put in your trade. And also do take note that we are improving the services. Okay, and this is the services which we are planning to start and go more aggressive and be with you guys, with public. So do take note. Okay, we are planning to start in fact soon, like daily market insight. Okay, this is a daily market insight. This should be like twice a day. Okay, what is so special about this is, okay, this would give you in words form, like what is to be expected in the next time belt, or what is our view, so something that we would be like to share with you, so at least you can have your heads up to look forward. Okay, these are the things, so at least you get in the right direction, especially when the market is moving. Okay, and then this live signals, okay, which we have already started last week. Okay, in fact, this week onwards we will be going more aggressive and more I think more how shall I say, I mean, more precise lah, because what we are also doing is, okay, we are also planning to give uh, based on the timing. Okay, because just imagine, like putting in trade uh, and trading, this is one way. Okay, another way is, like when we say, okay, get yourself prepared, during this time, so then we can look for opportunity. I think that would be an added bonus, which we are trying to come up with that. So that means, like, you make yourself available during that certain time, then that would be an opportunity to trade, and that would be definitely will be trading, and we will be making money. So time will be more precise, especially when we are looking to. So slowly we are trying to improve the services, but we need your support as well. You need to show some enthusiasm, and you need to ask questions, and that's how we make ourselves progressing. Okay, live signals we are planning to give twice a day. In fact, last week we already started, and this week we would be going more aggressive. Okay, this is going to be like two time frame which we are looking at. One is 1600 hours, and the other one is 2100 hours. Okay, but sometimes the night, okay, we will be putting the schedule soon. Okay, most likely we'll be putting the schedule by today or tomorrow morning. So, and all these times, what we are mentioning is all Singapore time, SGD time. Okay, and also, especially if there is any news, then that night, instead of 2100 hours, it might be 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes earlier. So that is the thing you got to take note. But you can look into the schedule and you can follow us. Okay, and like as we said that weekly, is going to be twice a news trading. That means like during the data announcement, we would be taking trades and we would be telling you how to trade and how to manage the trade, which is not that easy and not many people are doing in the market. So we are trying, and of course it's a challenge, and we have been doing it before. We have made money, especially news trading. We have made trades a lot of money, during the news trading. So of course we would want to share with you. And we are also planning to do a once a month learning the system. This is going to be the last Friday of the month. Okay, learning the system means, okay, that means how we are able to do. Of course, we would be sharing you, okay, especially even like when we do like today's market outlook. See, this market outlook, this is going to be not like we prepare the report before. We are going to do it then, and then of course some of the informations will be there. So it would be good for you to learn, and also take down points, so at least it will be better for you to get forecast. And we are also planning to do a workshop, which is the precise trader method. And this is also we are planning to do once a month, and this is going to be first Saturday of the month. So most likely this would be November. We are beginning to do that. Okay, and that note also, do take note that this first workshop, which we are giving it for free, okay, later on it will be chargeable. So we are giving out of good faith, giving it for free, valued for close to about 1000 US. So it would be a very good opportunity for you to understand our system, how we do things and how we are able to manage things and all this stuff, right? Okay, now we are good to go for the market outlook. Okay, see, what we need to know is, first of all, we need to know what are the key data that is going to be out. Okay, that is one of the things which we need to get ourselves get registered on our mind, so that we can focus, especially when there is a data announcement, and we can get ourselves prepared on that particular market or particular instrument. Like for example, let's say we have like a pound interest rate announcement. So if this happens, if this happens to be this week, then we would be focusing on the pound dollar. So that is what we are trying to do, right? Okay, now we just need to know what are the key datas out this week. Then we start going all the markets one by one. So at least we will tell you what is to be looked forward, and how we can have our heads up for the whole week. Okay, this week, if we see, in fact, today we have a ECB president giving a talk, and we have a Chicago PMI. Okay, that is out tonight, and tomorrow morning, early in the morning. Okay, this is 1:55 a.m. Singapore time. Fed chairman is giving a speech. Then tomorrow we have retail sales, Aussie retail sales, and we have euro dollar CPI. Okay, euro CPI, and we also have you from US ISM manufacturing PM and Joe's job openings. These are the data that is out tomorrow, okay, which is 1st of October. Then 2nd of October we have, which is Wednesday, we have an ADP non-farm employment change, and we have a crude oil inventories. Okay, so this is the important data for Wednesday. Then we have Thursday, we have a Swiss franc CPI, CHF CPI, and we have from the US, we have unemployment claims and ISM services PMI on the from the US. Okay, this is going to be on October 3rd, Wednesday. Sorry, Thursday. Okay, then Friday. Okay, Friday we have, I think, the biggest data. Okay, we have from the pound we have construction PMI, and from the US we have non-farm employment change and unemployment rate and average early earnings. So, and we also have a Canadian IVPMI. Okay, so that means this Friday we would be doing a news trading. Okay, so this is one day we can fix because the data is out around 8:30. So we will be doing that. So from now, then with that, now we move forward for the outlook. So overall for this whole week, okay, what we are expecting is from the key data, the important data that is out is, of course, the non-farm payroll, which is coming Friday. Apart from that, the other data is all, I wouldn't say there would be a very big impact, but definitely there would be some opportunity. But on the other hand, that will I mean, I don't think this is going to be a very so-called, the sentiment change, something like that happens. So the main data we are going to look forward is this Friday's data. So we have to get ourselves prepared for that. Okay, now what we are going to do for market outlook. Okay, basically, see, when we say market outlook, okay, what do we mean by market outlook? That means we would be giving you the range for the week. That means what is to be expected for the whole week, and what is the range. Then how is the trend, and all this, all this informations we would be gathering. So at least we do it, so we'll register. Then finally, I think after I finish the market outlook, then I'll show you that summary screen. Then you can take a screenshot. Then next week we follow up. So this is what we are going to do. That means based on what we have said and how the market responded, so then we will have a follow-up session for the following week. Okay, now we are starting off with euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar, if you see, okay, this is one thing you have to take note is because today is the last trading day of the month. Okay, and tomorrow onwards, the new month comes into play. And something special about today is this is also going to be the third quarter. So that means the special is because last trading day of the month, at the same time, this is also going to be a quarterly ending point. Okay, that means tomorrow onwards will be the new beginning for the quarter, a new beginning for the month, and so there is a lot of there might be a lot of sentiment change, which we need to get ourselves prepared and get ourselves focused, right? So now, if you look at euro dollar, okay, we look at on the weekly. So the weekly, we have, this is going to be in the range. In fact, -1 was flat, so -2 was green, -3 all flat. So overall, what we feel is, okay, we just feel one sentence. Okay, this is going to be a congestion with an upside bias. Okay, as long as, and the range would be between 11070 and 11215. So that means if 11215 breaks, then we may see the price moving higher. If the 11215 holds, then this market is going to be in a range, and once that 11070 breaks, then it might be a bottom of the range, or maybe a correction may be happening. So this is what the trend map is telling us. So write down this figure, okay, 11070, 11215, and this is going to be the range with an upside bias. Okay, next we go into the PT zones. Okay, so the PT zones, so when we look into the thank you into the weekly, so there is a support at is already taken support at RL1. Okay, there is no selling force on the weekly and monthly, but there is a support, and this has got a upside bias. That means basically this is going to have a support. So here we get the figure is 11085. So that means the market is saying as long as this is above 11085, and the market is within this 11215 and 11085. This is going to be in a range with an upside bias. Then we also need to look at the previous week, see how is it doing. Okay, the previous week also it says that okay, there is a support in the market, no selling force, but we have support and we have some buying pressure. Okay, but only one force is there, so that means it's telling us that there is not much of strength. So these are the things we conclude from the PT zones. Okay, then finally we go into the dashboard. Okay, dashboard, okay, one glance at it. Okay, basically how we do the dashboard is we'll compare the previous week high and low and we see where the market is trading on current zone levels. Then we decide how the market is responding and how we are expecting it to respond. So look at it, we just look at the previous week low. Okay, this is somewhere here. Previous week low is 11085 and previous week high is 11215. So these are the two benchmark levels, or these are the two critical levels which we need to have our focus. So if 11215 breaks, price is expected to go up, and if 11085 breaks, then price is expected to go down. And if market right now is 11190, so that means it's near the high, so which is telling us that this is going to be in a make or break scenario. So if it breaks, it's going to go higher. How high you can go? Okay, we can get the figures from the weekly. It can go up to 11265. Okay, 11265. Okay, I hope you can see my my screen. And the next resistance is 11295 and 11345 and higher. So this is the thing. But of course 11265 is a very critical level. I mean, if it, this is also considered as a make or break level. So if it breaks, then we can see higher, otherwise it may fail. That means this would be a extension of 11215 and it may fail at 11265, right? So this is what the dashboard is saying. Okay, and when we look at the previous week, okay, previous week I think all we got the figures more or less, we got it. So there is a support at 111. So overall is if you are a conservative player, what you got to do is, if you are looking to go for a buy, try to buy near 111, 00 or 11085 or lower. So then if you are looking to sell, then cautious sell at 11215, because this is going to be a make or break scenario. Then of course if it breaks, then it's going to go higher. Okay, finally we look into the chart and I'll give you the my view and all these levels what we are talking about. Okay, let me get into the chart. Okay, so this is a weekly chart. Okay, let me blow up the screen. Okay, so this is a weekly chart, and when we look into the chart, of course the major barrier, okay, we see is 11490. Okay, so now this is in a range. Okay, what do I see or what do I expect is, okay, there's two things can happen. Okay, one is, okay, this is definitely the high is still not seen yet. Okay, that is I'm telling you, it can sure, we can convince that the high is still not seen yet. So there is a very high chance that this market will explode higher. Okay, but the next thing is since this is into the range, okay, we need to see a break of this level, then only we know that, okay, this is moving higher. Otherwise this would be in a range. So this can go on for a couple of weeks. Okay, we won't know. See, like for instance, this has been in a range for like 1, 2, 3, 4, so many weeks. Okay, let's say we look into the monthly. Okay, because today is the last trading day of the month, so we can't even use this monthly. So of course we got to look, the next one is the quarterly. But again, we have a problem is quarterly is also this. Today is the last trading day of the quarter. So overall is, this is this is something like, how shall I say, this is a transition levels. So we got to be very careful, and especially when we trade in this kind of scenario. Okay, so basically this is something like an interchange, interchange in the price levels. So we got to make sure, that means, a safe side, then we go on, right? So now we are able to share with you, and I've done just a start, so at least I share with you this. Okay, let me change the screen, see whether I can. uh, okay, just give me 1 minute, because I think I need to get that screen right. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll just try to change the screen, because multiple screen. Okay, so so I hope you can see the screen. Okay, now euro dollar, now current price is 111.85. Okay, what the trend map is saying is, the trend map is flat with an upside bias. Okay, because we saw white, and this is flat with an upside bias, right? So then the PT zones, it says up, while 11115 and 11035. So these two levels holds. Okay, we still feel that the price is going to go higher. Okay, then the dashboard says, remember, the dashboard, the previous week high and low. So that's level was, it is within the range between 11085 and 11215. So finally the chart, what does the chart says? The chart says it's in a make or break. MOB means it's a make or break scenario. So that means if 11215 breaks, then we can see higher. Otherwise, it may fail. So that is why we call it as make or break scenario. Then the trend is congestion up, and the time control, what we are looking at is because weekly, because this is in a range. Okay, then what we feel is the price action is, okay, as long as that 11225 doesn't break, okay, this is going to be in a range, and we expect the market to be down. So that's what when we felt that the price action, that means we expect this market to be in a range. The boundary, what we are looking, okay, boundary means, okay, this extreme, that means that is the extreme for the week. So the boundary, what we are looking is 11000 and 11215, and the critical levels are 11125 and 11225. Okay, so the benchmark critical levels all are same. So what do we expect now? Okay, this is what a bit we got to tell you. Okay, what we expect is the weekly high, we expect the same as the previous week high. Okay, which is 11215. Okay, let me see what is the high. Okay, let me double check. Yeah, about 11225. Okay, what do we feel is, we expect the high for the week. Okay, this is something which we are trying to give you the support. Of course, if we are convinced, we will be sharing with you. Otherwise, we would let go. So that means what we are trying to do is, we are trying to give you when the high will happen, and we also trying to tell you what time belt this high would happen. Okay, so these are the two things which we are trying to be, and most likely, I mean, the levels should work very accurately. But as far as the timing is concerned, okay, this is something which we also want to do it as a challenge. and we want to do it. So that means, in other words, if you know that okay, this high would be happening within this specific time belt, then you can get yourself prepared for that high and you can get yourself focused. So that is what we are trying to do, and I think we should be able to get it the accuracy level increased in a month's time. Within a couple of weeks we should be able to arrest this and we should be able to give you. But of course, if we know, we would tell you. If we don't know, then we'll just leave it blank, right? So what we are saying is, for this week high, we are expecting today to be the high, and this can be before 23 hours, or worst scenario is by today. Okay, and the weekly low we are expecting is 110, and this the potential, or the most likely date we are looking at is on Friday, which is 4th October. Okay, then this one is the time belt. Of course, we have put it as just an estimate, but of course we are going to share with you the next week what we said and how the market responded, and what is our accuracy level. So at least you can also track, and you can also put in the trades, and you can see, right? So of course, this is the thing which we have starting something new, the time which we should be able to get it done in a month's time. Okay, the key data. Okay, this is the main data we are looking is non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate. Okay, this is the key data that is out. So now what we are suggesting is, trading ideas is, sell within the weekly range. So that means we try to sell currently, that means which is 112, 15 or now, then we hold the trade, and you hold this for a week. So this is what our trading ideas for this. And another remarks which we have given is, okay, we are projecting the weekly low to be 11000, but if any chance, if that level breaks, we may see 10920 before the market is going to turn up. And alternatively, if 11225 breaks, then we may see 113, 11350 or 11420 before the market has turned down. So that means there is a two possibility. Okay, what is going to happen? One of the reason being is because today is a very special day, because today is the last trading day of the week, and last trading day of the month, and today is last trading day of the quarter. So tomorrow the sentiment would change. So that is the reason why we are not able to give you the accurate thing. But as we go on, we do. So of course, next week we will be sharing with you, okay, what is it we have given, and how the market responded, and how we are moving forward. Okay, now the next currency which we are looking at is pound US. Okay, pound US, same manner, going back to the trend map. Okay, we have the weekly. It says the previous week was up, okay, but the euro dollar the previous week was flat, but pound dollar the previous week was up, and we have a range for the previous week is between 132.50 and 134.35. Okay, and monthly is also up. Okay, monthly is also up, which means that today is the last trading day of the month. So tomorrow this will be moving on to the right, and the zero would be flat. Okay, so that means as of now, okay, we get the range for the pound as 132.50 and 134.35. So write down this level, 132.50 and 134.35. Okay, then when we look into the PT zones, okay, now you see here the PT zones has already started showing weakness. Okay, has already started showing weakness. So which means that the market has already started to turn. Okay, already started to turn. Okay, then we have the uh, uh, weekly the support, which is about 32 half, which is also telling the same level as the trend map. And let's look at the previous week, and your previous 360 is still flat, and previous week, okay, there is plenty of support, okay, meaning the plenty of support, and we know. So what we are going to see now is we are going to see a correction, or range, or congestion, whichever way which we call it. Okay, now we finally go into the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard wise, okay, we look at the previous week range is, previous week low is 132.50 and 134.35. So these are the two key levels which we need to get our focus. So this is going to be the benchmark level, and current market is trading at 33.90, and current day high is 34.25. So in other words, the market has tested the previous no, it didn't even test. Okay, just managed to see near that level, okay, which is 134.25. And right now this is showing weakness. Of course, I need to look into the chart to see whether this is the turn, and we can do that. Okay, so now let's see the chart. And okay, so now if we look into the chart, okay, looks like this market may have seen the high, okay, which may have seen the high, and we have to see the price breaking. Okay, let me take this out so at least you get a clear one. Okay, yeah, so now we need to see the break of 33.70, 33.60, then the price would be a failure, and expected to move lower. Okay, so what we feel is right now, okay, we may have seen the high. Okay, since we are doing it, okay, let me see. Just now we were trying to sell at 34.20. Okay, I think we missed it. So I think we can sell at 34. Okay, 34. Okay, this is let me give the signal. Okay, just 1 minute. Since we are doing this, we'll just see. Okay, I just want to give a call at sell at 134, put a stop at 34.30 and 133.50. Okay, this is a signal for momentum. Okay, which just give. Okay, now coming back to our weekly outlook. Okay, so here when we look into on the week, okay, right now, okay, this is trading a lower high, and market is expected to be within this range, until this level breaks. So overall is, we feel that we can it will still be expected, because today I think there isn't any data, so market is expected to be in a range, so we are good to go on this cross. Okay, let me change this. Okay, now the weekly outlook for pound. Okay, this is flat with an upside bias. Okay, still we see that the market has not seen the high, and we are still expecting the price to move higher, but we may get a pullback first before the market really breaks. Okay, then the PT zones, this is telling you is this is up. Okay, the PT zone was just now was like is up, while it's greater than 132.85 and 132.50. So these are the two levels we need to get ourselves focused in. So that means, if we are selling, we got to exit before these levels. If we are going to go for a buy, then we try to buy near this level. So that's how you should be trading this market. Okay, and this is expected to be in a range between 132.50 and 134.85 on the dashboard, but of course the make or break level is 134.35 because that was the high that we have seen. Okay, so if 134.35 breaks, okay, what will happen is we may see price moving towards 134.80, 135.10 and 135.50. Okay, so I'll give you the levels. 134.80, 135.20 and 50. Okay, let me double check with the dashboard. Okay, let me double check. So what happens if 134.35 breaks? Okay, so yeah, we see 134.90, 90.95 there is a strong resistance, and 135.20 and 135.50. Okay, so these are the key levels which we are looking for, right? So let me go back to that screen. Okay, so now what is the trend? See, the euro dollar is a congestion up, but pound is a sideways congestion up, because this was like the previous week was making a higher, and this one, on this scenario, the time control is we are looking for a weekly, and the price action what we are expecting is this is going to be down until this 134.35 breaks. That means if it breaks, then we may see a spike up. Otherwise, this is going to be in a range. Okay, the boundary what we are looking for, the immediate boundary is 33.10 and 34.35. Critical level what we are looking for is 33.45 and 34.35, and the benchmark level is 33.60 and 34.30. So the weekly high what we are expecting is, okay, today's high, which is 134.25. Okay, so that is going to be the current week high, okay, or 35. Okay, this would be either 5-10 pips high or low, and we are expecting the high to be today. Okay, so we are expecting the high to be today, and it should happen before 23 hours. So this is also we are saying that means what you are saying, current high should be the high for the week. Okay, if we are right, but of course if that 34.35 breaks, then we are wrong. Okay, but of course you need to play the game by the rules and by what you see on the market. And what we are expecting is, we are expecting this current week low to be 33.10, and we expect it to be on Friday, before Friday, which is 4th of October. Then we also just putting it, that means the non-farm data, most likely the market during the data announcement, the market may be spiked down, so that is what we are expecting. So this we are expecting during that. And again, the pound data, there isn't much data that is going to be out, so we are also saying that this is the key data. Okay, our trading ideas, okay, we want to sell within the weekly range. Okay, and we are also saying that if by any chance the 33.10 breaks, then we may see 32.45 before the market starts to turn up. And alternatively, okay, these are the levels. Okay, if this level breaks, then we may see, okay, just now I think I have to adjust these levels. 34, 85, 35, 20 and 50. Okay, so these are the levels which we are looking for the high, right? So this is for the pound. Okay, now we go into dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen, let me change the screen. Okay, dollar yen weekly. Okay, this is a bit tricky because in fact last Friday, there was because they have an election, and it was a very big movement. Okay, in fact last week the high was almost like 7% high and low. You know, that means the low was 139.60 and the high was 146.50. So there was about 7% move last week. So that has been a bit tricky. Okay, that's going to be a bit tricky. So, but of course, we have to look into the market and we have to play the rules, and we have no choice. We have to stick to it. So now, take down these levels. Okay, the critical low, what we are looking at is 139.60, and the critical high is 146.50. So this is the range we are looking. And since last week is also flat, so we are not expecting any big move on this, and we are expecting a range play within these levels. Okay, this is for dollar yen. Okay, then we go into the PT zones. Okay, the PT zones, what is telling us is on the weekly. Okay, there is a huge drop on the right force. Okay, the right force, and we have a now the buying force is coming into play, but this is weak. You know, the buying force is weak, the selling force is very strong. So we need to see whether the buying force has got, that means the buyers, the bulls are got strength to push it higher. So we got to wait for that level. Okay, now here what we get is the range we are getting is 142.05 and 146.50. So these are the two levels which we need to get ourselves focused, 142.05 and 146.50. And let's see whether the previous week, okay, how is the strength and weakness. Okay, in fact the previous day has been very weak, which is Friday. I think this is Friday. Yeah, Friday happened, there was a big down move. Okay, that is what is reflecting here. And we have on the previous week there is one support. That means we have two selling forces and one buying force. So there is a support on the previous week. So we need to know that level. So then we can come to a conclusion, right? So now we go into the dashboard daily. Okay, this dashboard, we take the previous week low and high, which is 142.05 and 146.50. So that means instead of 139.60, so now it becomes like 142.05 and 146.50. If the 142.05 breaks, then we may see the price moving lower. So this is the two levels of benchmark levels which we need to use. Okay, now today the market is saying that 142.95, and this is current week high, and we see where the current week resistance. Okay, you see here the resistance is 143.15 and 143.40. 145. So in other words, okay, we are not expecting the strength to go beyond 143 uh, 15 and 143.55 for this week. Okay, so this is the thing that is showing, and let me see the previous week. Okay, previous week, yeah, correct. See the 143.55, there is a very strong selling force, and maximum is 144.15. So I don't see the price going beyond 143.55 and 144.15 for this week. So that means that's the maximum high we can expect for the week. Okay, now let's go into the chart and we see what is the high and what is the low. Okay, so if we look into the low, okay, we look into the low, if in fact the previous low has broken, so if it breach, then we may see 14085 and 14035 and 13960. So these are the three levels of targets or low for this week we can expect, which is 14085, 14035 and 13960. So take down all these levels. Okay, on the other hand, okay, on what is to be on the high. Okay, the high we can expect 143.30 and 143.75. Okay, let me see what do we see on the daily. Okay, daily, I think this has been a bit yeah, so 143.40 and 43.70, there is a major resistance on this two levels. So we don't expect, okay, we don't expect, okay, I give you an answer, we don't expect the price to go beyond extension of 360, so which is 143.60 and 143.95. Okay, so I think we have already got more or less an answer. So now we are going to fill in the blanks for dollar yen. Okay, so the dollar yen, this is, I wouldn't say this is an upside bias or downside bias, because because of last week's big movement. So probably we can say this is a mixed bias. That means I'm not sure which way this is going to hit. But the PT zone says this is down while is less than 143 55 95, max is 14415. Okay, so these are the levels which we are looking for maximum high for the dollar yen for this week. Okay, the dashboard is saying this is also going to be in a range. Okay, but let me look one more time into this dashboard. So what the dashboard is saying is 14355. Okay, 55, and for weakness to be seen, we need to see a break of 14150. Okay, this is in fact current day low is 14165. So if it breaks that level, then we may see the price moving lower. So this is telling you again, this is in a range between, remember earlier on I said that the previous week low, okay, the previous week low was 142. In fact, previous week low. In fact, today the market broke the previous week low. So then this becomes a new level. So this is going to be 14165 and 14395 or put it as 14415. So this is the range we are looking at, but we expect the lower price to break. So the levels what we need to see is the two critical levels. That means we shouldn't see the price going above the critical levels. What we'll need is 14355 and 14165. So these are the two levels of levels which we need to see. So if 14355 breaks, then we may see the price moving even higher. Okay, so this is one possibility. But on the other hand, 14165 has to break for weakness to be seen. Okay, so now the trend, we feel this is a congestion down, and this is on the congestion down on the 360 minute. Okay, so that means we don't see the price going beyond that the 360 extension. So we still see the price, the low is still not seen yet, so we see the price here. Okay, the time control, okay, this is a bit tricky, but I'll put it as weekly because I'm not very sure, because the last Friday there was a big move, so I'm not able to get that level. Okay, so then the price action, the critical level is, we need to say, is 139.60. So as long as the price is that 139.60 holds, we can still expect this thing to be in a range, and we can still play the game in this range, and we don't see any breakout happening. And of course the range is pretty big because of the Japanese the election data out, and that's how it is, right? So here we look for the boundary. Okay, this in fact I can bring it lower. In fact, I can bring it lower. Of course, this is the biggest boundary. On the high side, I think we can bring it lower towards 14505. Okay, so what we can do is this one, 14505 and 14650. So these are the two levels. Here on the downside is 14165, which is current day low, and we can look for 14030. Just now I know I was mentioning 14030 or 13960. So this would be this levels we need to stay focused. Okay, let me extend the thing so at least you can see it clearly. Okay, the benchmark level, okay, these are the two levels of benchmark, and weekly high, okay, this is the maximum we are expecting, but of course it can be lower, okay, which is 14355. So we can say 14355 or 14415. Okay, let me double check that one more time. Yeah, okay, so then when are we expecting this high? Okay, this high we can say either today or tomorrow. Okay, these are the 2 days we are looking for. We are not expecting beyond that. So we can say 30th September 2024, and the time, of course, I'm not pretty sure on this, but again I put it as before tomorrow 11 a.m. So we will see whether the high, because all you have to do is we need to see a bit of a spike up, then we should see. But this is, I'm not sure the time, but but we should see the high either today or tomorrow. Okay, as far as the weekly low is concerned, okay, we believe it's going to be around 14030, okay, or 13960, which is the previous low. So these are the two levels, and the low we are expecting is it can be before on the October. Okay, the timing I'm not sure on this. Again, this is non-farm payroll. Okay, now what is happening? If you notice, okay, you have to see why is the yen strengthening, and like we see that euro is on the range and this. So now what is happening is the yen and the dollar, they are in rhythmatic, or they synchronize, and they are moving in the same direction. So the yen and the dollar, they are moving in the same direction. So that's one of the reason why we see this. Okay, so this is, we want to sell, and this also we want to be within the weekly range. Okay, the weekly range, I think we have given the weekly boundary, right? So between weekly boundary is 146. Okay, this one I'll reduce it. So we have two levels, 14415 and 14505. Okay, so this would be the levels what we are looking for. So it means either 14415 or 14505. We don't see the price going beyond that level. Okay, sell this. So now what we got to see, okay, if 14165 breaks, then we may see 14030, 13960. Okay, 13960. Alternatively, okay, earlier on I told you, I don't know whether you recall, this is 14355. Okay, this is a critical level. If it breaks, then we may see 14415, 14505 before the market is turning down. Okay, so this is for the dollar yen. Okay, so far are you all been following this? Can you give me some just chat, saying that, okay, so far how do you all feel? Is it very complicated or very easy? Just give some feedback. See, until you guys give me a feedback, I mean, there's no point for me giving all the things with no feedback. Okay, so I would like to have some feedbacks and say that, okay, you feel, is it easy to follow, or is it difficult to follow? Okay, so just put it under the chat so that I can see. Yeah, okay, now next we go into dollar Swiss. Okay, dollar Swiss. Okay, dollar Swiss, if we look into on the weekly, okay, it has been flat pretty for the last 5 weeks. Okay, it has been flat for the last 5 weeks, and the range has been between 83.75 and 85.5. So I mean, I don't think we can waste much time on this. This is only about 175 pips, and this has been flat for the whole for the last 1 month. In fact, 1 month. So in fact, even if you take the monthly range, it's between 84 and 87.90. Okay, that is monthly is a bit on the high side. Yeah. Okay, now let me see on the PT zones. So 83.75, 85.5. Okay, now when we look into dollar Swiss, So this is showing one strong selling force on the right, and we have two weak buying forces coming in. So I'm not sure whether that selling force come in first or buying force comes in first. Of course, we have to look for more clues, and what the range he has given is from between 8400 and 8520. So this is the weekly range for dollar Swiss. Okay, and it is not showing. I think we have seen a minus strength on the hourly. The 12 hours we are not seeing any strength. So that tells us that okay, that means the market is turning up. That means from weakness it is coming up because the hourly is just coming in. Okay, so here when we look into the previous 360 showing some strength, and previous week was two selling forces. So means we are right. So two selling forces and one buying force. So now looks like the market is turning up. Okay, this looks like it's turning up. Okay, now we look into the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard, the previous week low range is between 8400 and 8520. So 8400, 8520, and current high is 8450. Okay, which is within the previous week range. And let me see. Okay, the previous week is telling us that we need to break 84.95, then only we can see strength. Otherwise this will be seen weakness. And we have a two buying force, which is also a weak buying force. Okay, so basically this is telling me that okay, if it goes up, then we sell near the top of the range, and now it's trading below the range, I mean near the bottom of the range. So should we buy or wait? Okay, so that one I think let me go to the chart, then I tell you. Okay, so now we look into the chart. Okay, as we expected, okay, this market is made a short-term low. Okay, low, but still lacking strength. Okay, still lacking strength. So we are seeing, okay, looking at this. Okay, in fact, like we said, okay, what the system said, this has been in a range for the last couple of weeks. Okay, not showing any strength or any movement, right? So with that, okay, what we feel is, okay, we conclude that the low what we see is going to be the low for the week. So we expect the price to move higher towards 84.95 and 85.20. So these are the two levels of target. Okay, so now we come into this. Okay, this is dollar Swiss. This is in a mixed bias because it's not showing any strength or weakness. And this, the PT zones, this is saying up while greater than 84, and early on we saw one level, I can't remember what was it. Let's see. Okay, 83.75. Okay, but that 83.75, that looks like a bad tick for me, So I wouldn't want to take that. But let me see the dashboard one more time, so at least I can get a slightly better level. Okay, can take 83.50. 83.50. Yeah, 83.50. So we are up as long as this is 83.50. So this is in a range. Okay, definitely this is in a range within 84 and 85.50, 85.20 and 50, right? Okay, this one, okay, why this level changed? Okay, I'm not sure what was the level. Later I think I got to key in again. Okay, so here the chart says MOB level 84. Okay, if it breaks, then we can see, okay, we can see price moving lower towards 83.50 or even 83. Okay, 83.50 or even 83. So this is the level we need to see, the make or break level. So if 84 breaks, then we got to be very careful on this, and we got to see for the price to hit the bottom. Okay, trend, this is congestion down, and this is mainly the time control is daily and weekly, because this is a very narrow range. Okay, and the price action is, this is down while 85.50 holds, and the boundary we are looking at is all these levels 85.50, 83.75, and the critical level we are looking at is 84.95 and 83. See, the difference between boundary and critical level is, okay, the boundary means that is the max we are expecting. The critical level means that level can be a turning point. That means, that will be like something like a make or break level. That means if it breaks, then we may see the price moving higher. Otherwise, it may fail. So that is the thing we need to know on that. So the benchmark level is 83.90 and let me see what is the benchmark level. Okay, 84.65, yeah. So this is 65. Okay, so now what are we expecting is, okay, now since today is the weekly high, we are expecting to be at 85.50, 85.20 or 50. So this is be the weekly high, and the date we can expect on 4th October, okay, or before. Then the time, because I don't want to give this time, because this is a very tight range. So, and the weekly low we are expecting 84, and this should be today. Okay, today we are expecting this low to be here. Okay, so I don't want to give the time. Okay, again, key data is non-farm payrolls, and this is buy within the range. Okay, within the weekly range. Okay, so okay, so the condition is, if 84 breaks, okay, if 84 breaks, then we may see, okay, we may see 8350, 8300 before bottom, okay, before base. Okay, alternatively, okay, I don't have to say alternatively, of course, the 8550 is a key level, you know, so it has been very in a range for such a long time. So alternatively, this breaks, then we may see, but most unlikely, you know, I don't think, you know, it is going to happen, and it's unlikely. Okay, so this is the thing which we are looking for, dollar Swiss. Okay, now we go into Aussie dollar. Okay, Aussie dollar. Okay, what I will do is I'll just do Aussie, then I'll skip Canadian, New Zealand, Sing dollars, and I'll do gold. Okay, so I'll just do two more because it's been more than an hour. So we'll just try to finish, and maybe next week I'll get it more prepared, so at least, you know, we can do it a fast one. Okay, so now let's go into Aussie dollar. Okay, Aussie dollar, I think there is a retail sales that is out from the Aussie, you know. So, and Canadian data, I think only the Canadian IVPMI, you know, that's the only data I saw. But anyway, I think we'll do Aussie. Okay, Aussie looks like, okay, this is within the range between 67.95 and 69.40. Okay, and this has also been a monthly high, which is going to end today. Okay, so this is the thing. So take down this level, 67.95, 69.40. Okay, next, we don't see any buying force on the near term, but there is no selling force on the daily and weekly, but is well supported. Okay, well supported, and we don't see yeah, the 367.20 is all flat, and daily, weekly is all supported. Okay, so overall is, okay, weekly we get a level 67.95, 69.40 is the same, and we look into 69.40, and today was the high, you know, 69.40 it tested, and today's low is 68.95. Okay, 68.95. Okay, hold on. So the level which we need is, sorry, 67.95. Okay, okay. So now when we look into dashboard, 68.20, there is a strong support, and once the market moves into 69.15 or 69, then it shows weakness. Okay, so 69.15, that means this is showing weakness to come in. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is pretty big in a range. Okay, the range we would say 67.95 to 69.40, and 68.40 is critical. Okay, 68.40 is critical, and market okay is showing weakness. So that means the today's high is going to be the high for the week. Okay, this high for the week, and what we feel is we should see 68.40 and 68 the 05 level testing. Okay, so I think we can go into Aussie. Okay, this is flat with an upside bias. Okay, I can say down. Sorry, up. This is a PT zone, right? Sorry, PT zone is up while greater than 68.20, 67.95. Okay, this is in a range within 67.95. Oops. $67.95 and 69.40. Okay, and the chart says make or break level is 69.40. Okay, make or break level is 69.40. If it breaks, then we may see 69.80 and 70.20. Okay, that is, but I think this is unlikely. Okay, trend, this one is congestion up. This time control, this is weekly. Okay, price action, because we feel that the high is already been registered. Okay, 69.40. So that is going to be the high registered, and the boundary we are looking at 67.95, 69.40. Okay, critical level 68.20, 69.40. Benchmark level, okay, benchmark level is also 69.40 and 68.60. Okay, 68.60, 69.40. Okay, weekly high we are expecting today and 30th September. This is what, and we feel that this is already the high is already seen. Okay, weekly low we expect 67.95, which is 68.20 and 67.95. These are the levels. Okay, and of course this date we expect to be on the 20 Friday or before. Okay, timing I'm not able to provide this. Key data is non-farm payroll, and this is sell within the weekly range. Okay, and this is the make if 69.40 breaks, we can see 69.80, 70.20. Okay, let me double check that level. 69.80, 70.20 and 70.45. I think 70.20. Yeah, I think by then I think this market should start to turn down. Okay, and okay, actually this should be the other way around. Just my apologies. Okay, if 67.95 breaks, okay, this should be the other way around. Okay, let me okay, this one breaks, we may see 67 67.30 and 67 before bottoming. Alternatively, okay, alternatively, if 69.40 breaks, we may see 69.80, 70.20. Okay, so this should be the way. Okay, so this is for Aussie dollar. Okay, finally we do gold. Okay, gold, then this three we skip for next week. Next week then we see, we'll try to cover it, and next week I think will be more interesting because I also intend to um, uh, give you the views based on the crosses, because when we do with the crosses, that will give you an additional confirmation and additional support, for our view. Okay, now let's do gold. Okay, gold weekly. Okay, weekly has been flat. Okay, it's been flat. Okay, right now is 2614, and the range is between 2614 and 2685 half. So 2614 and 26855. Okay, this is going to be the range. Okay, and your PT zones. Okay, I never realized the gold dropped. Okay, anyway, we're expecting this drop, but missed this trade. Okay, so here the daily is already showing weakness. Okay, is already showing weakness. So that means, okay, there is no buying force. So I think you got to be selling, and this is already started to turn down. Okay, and we have a support on the weekly. Okay, which is at RL1. Okay, I'll give you the level later. But of course, you got to take this level 2614, and I'll be giving you one more level. Whether this is, I'm not sure whether it's higher or lower, but we need to check the system. But overall, I think weakness already started to come in. Okay, already started to come in. And when we look at your 360, 720 daily, okay, all are showing all sell. Okay, it's only selling. Okay, no buying. So that means any retracement, we go for a sell. Okay, that should be the way. And the previous week has got plenty of support. Okay, because the previous week has got plenty of support. So taking that into mind, okay, now we are trading. Now we got to look for a sell if the price moves up. But we need to know that where would be our ultimate target. So that is the key in this decision or this trading. So now when we look into gold, okay, let me change the screen. Sorry, I think just now I didn't okay, I didn't show the screen. Okay, my apologies. Okay, let me show you one more time. Just show one more time. Okay, let me show you one more time. Okay, you see here the weekly range is 2614 and 26855. Okay, and we have already seen the market showing a weakness on the hourly and started to turn down. Okay, so this is telling you that the market has already turned down and is going lower, and this is a correction we are seeing. Okay, next, when we look into PT zones, the previous 360, previous 720 daily, all are showing selling. There is no buying force. All are only showing selling forces. And your previous week has got support, and current week there is a strong support at RL1. Okay, that is the strong support. Okay, now we are seeing weakness. So if you are trading this, any pullback, go for a sell. Okay, don't go for a buy. And this is expected to last maybe until end of the week. So I'll be giving you the level. So as of now, we take the range as 2614 and 26855. Okay, then when we look into the dashboard, okay, the previous week support, remember I told you RL1, okay, that is 2618 half. Okay, that is the support, and 2606 half. So that means in order for us to see this this uptrend intact, the price should not break 2618, 2614, 2606. So these are the three key levels for you to take note. Okay, so this is the thing you need to take note. Okay, current day high is 26666. Okay, which is below the previous week high, and current day low. Okay, I mean I never realized it went to 2634. So I think this already had a big drop, right? 2634. So we are, so that would be the level, and we still see some weakness to be seen. Okay, we still expect some more weakness to be seen. Okay, let me see on the chart. Okay, so on the weekly, if you look at it, 2614 is critical. If it breaks, then it may be an extension towards 2587. Okay, 2587 or even 2570. Okay, if it breaks. But on the other hand, if it doesn't break, then this is going to be within the range. So take note, 2614 is very important. If it breaks, then we may see 2587 and 2570. Okay, write down these two levels. Okay, then when we look into the daily, okay, daily looks like, okay, we may have seen the top. Okay, we may have seen the top, and this is definitely, I think this is in for a correction. Okay, so the daily correction is already started. Okay, already started. So now we are seeing the hourly is also down. Okay, so we don't see the price moving above this, and I think current high is already seen. Okay, the next important level is 2614. The chart also says me the same thing, and 2587. Yeah, so 2587. Okay, we can expect, I think, 2587. Okay, let me give you that view on that. Okay, gold, this trend map. Okay, this is down on the hourly. Okay, hourly, that means hourly has already turned down. Okay, PT zones, this is down, while less than 23660, okay, or 2372. Okay, this is the max we can see. Okay, let me get the level one more time. Yeah, 2366 is resistance. If it breaks, 23, actually 2366, 2368. Okay, we don't see the price going above 2366 and 2368. Okay, so anyway, we put it as 72, and the dashboard, this is range 2614, 26660. Okay, we take the current high as the level. Okay, chart, think this already break, so now this is should be down. Okay, down while 2366 holds. Okay, while less than 2366. Okay, trend, this is turning down. Okay, this is turning down. The turning down on the hourly and daily. okay, hourly and daily. So if this thing is true, then we may see the correction lower, right? So time control, this is weekly, still weekly is the time control, and price action. Okay, this price action, what we feel is this should be down below 2 3 down below 235. Hold on, let me get that figure. Two three five five. Okay, 2355 and 2366. Okay, as long as these two levels. So that means if any bounce back, okay, we should be looking to go for a short. Okay, boundary is 2614 to 2666. Okay, I think this figure is wrong. Okay, I don't know why I put 23. Okay, 26660. Okay, and this also is wrong. Okay, this is typo error. Okay, here also this figure is wrong. Okay, so sorry about this, my apologies. Okay, here also, okay, it is not 2 3 because we're doing too many things. Sometimes you get mixed with the figures. Okay, so these are the levels and the critical level. Okay, the critical level is, we feel the right now, okay, right now the low is 34. Okay, now we may see a pullback, maybe until another 1-2 hours, we see the pullback. Let's see how far then we can go for a sell. Okay, the critical level, the benchmark level also, I think the benchmark level is 2644. Okay, this was 2643, which was the previous level, previous low. Okay, 2643. Okay, the critical level now it becomes 2634 and see the levels keep changing because as and when the market starts to move. Okay, that means today we are expecting the high for the week. Okay, this is for sure, it's confirmed. Today this is the high for the week, and the low for the week. Okay, this is a bit tricky, so that means we feel that the 2614 should break. Okay, if it breaks, then we may see 2587 or even 2570. Let me double check. Yeah, so 2570. So that means this week we are expecting a big fall on the gold. Okay, so if you are a gold trader, then pay a bit cautious attention to this. Okay, then the low, most likely the low would happen. Okay, the most likely the low would happen on 4th October. So I don't know whether it happens before that, or we may see it, the low it touches and we might see a spike up. So this again, non-farm payroll is the key data that we are looking for. And this is sell within the range. So this is also the same, and wholesale. Okay, here, so if 2614 breaks, we may see 2587, 25700, or even 2547. Okay, so this would be your maximum. So chances are, that it all depends on the data and how the selling force. But overall is, I think, there's a weakness is expected. Okay. Alternatively, if 2660, okay, 2660 and 2666 breaks, then we may see higher, but which is very unlikely, because now the correction has started. So which is the thing, but of course, when you come to trading, we got to get ourselves prepared on both aspect. That means both direction. Then that's the only way you'll become a successful trader in the long run. Okay, so you can't just have your view, just one direction. Of course, we expect the market to move in one direction. So if it moves, then well and good, we can be in that direction. But on the other hand, if let's say something happens, then we have to get ourselves prepared and move in that direction. Okay, so now this is the summary. Okay, maybe I don't know whether I can show you I think my dollar yen. My apologies, because the levels changed. I don't know what went wrong, but wait. So this is. Let me see. Okay. Anyway, the one next week I'll handle this. So now these are the views. You take a screenshot, then this is going to be in us. So next week we will have a follow up of what happened. Then we'll try to make this improve and progress, and we'll see how we can be a service to you to make yourself a better trader. Okay, and thank you very much for the time, because I think it's almost like 1 hour 45 minutes, so such a long session. So I'm not sure how many of you really have understood what we've said and how we use things. So give us your feedbacks. Okay, and again, like as I told you, if you are really interested in our system, subscribe to our services, and give a like and bring in your friends, because this is a very unique system. Okay, because most people, if you see, most of them, they talk about charts going in, but ours is we just look into the system, and the system will tell you what time frame of chart to look at. So you don't have to spend your time and energy screening 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, so on and so forth. Okay. So with that, I conclude today's session. Good luck to you and see you again tomorrow. So tomorrow we have two live sessions. So most likely, we'll be trading live. You can follow, then we can see how we can go about. Okay. Thank you. Good night. See you again tomorrow.